Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
And we are here at the Hasbro Toy Fair presentation, Marvel with Dwight Stall. Hello, sir.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
Doing great, nice seeing you again.
Good to see you. Very impressed with your presentation. I cannot believe how much Legends stuff is coming. It has looked like the best year of Legends since Hasbro's had the line.
Yeah, someone else just said it was the Renaissance, so I'll take that, you know?
Yeah, that's a great term for it. You've got so much coming on. I mean, just amazing. That Hulkbuster figure is absolutely astounding. And we keep hearing, when we talk to you guys about, balancing the cost and everything, that you were able to put that Hulkbuster in as a Build-A-Figure is, as a fan, I'm really excited.
That's a testament to our engineering department. They did some weird alien math to figure out a way to spread the cost of that monster across the year for us to be able to bring it out. Yeah, he's huge. He's around 9 inches tall. Definitely the largest Build-A-Figure we've done in a handful of years, and by far probably the one that I'm most pleased with.
And I understand you were talking about a new medium-sized buck for the Marvel Legends line as well?
Yep. We revealed today our Grim Reaper figure for the Ant-Man wave. Grim Reaper is a in-betweener size for between the Bucky Cat body and the Hyperion body. It gives us a new base to use for characters like Captain America, or those guys that are, a little bit more jacked than a normal dude, but not quite a monster either.
Very cool. And yeah, I don't have a lot of questions about Legends because you've just overwhelmed us with the information. I mean, the Odin figures are just hitting my area, so happy to see those. Spider-Man, I'm sure, is going to be close behind. So I wanted to switch to talk about the 3 3/4 Infinite series for a bit. You're doing a great job with Legends and increasing articulation. In the 3 3/4, it seems like there isn't as much coming, and the articulation is kind of going down in that line. Is that a trend that we're going to see continue?
I think we're pretty set on the type of articulation we plan to have as a base, is what you're seeing right now. The $9.99 price point is much more challenging for us than the Legends at $20. It's just such a, there's just such a monstrous difference in what you can deliver in toy between those two price points. We don't want to, we would never want to walk away from the 3 3/4 inch. We're very pleased with it, and we know that it has huge fan support. So we're trying to figure out a way to still make it a strong presence, and I think you'll be pleased next year. We're going to be adding things into that line that we've not done for quite a while. So I think there's some new exciting 3 3/4 inch product expansion, more than just the single figures which you see here coming really soon.
That's cool, because I know most of the people you deal with are probably old Toy Biz collectors, and I had a couple of the Toy Biz figures. It was the Marvel Universe line that got me into Marvel, and then was a gateway for me to get into the Marvel Legends,
okay.
Versus I think a lot of people the reverse. So I always kind of, even though I buy all the Legends now and I'm really excited about the Legends, I always have a soft spot in my heart for that 3 3/4 inch line. And I love that Chameleon figure, both Chameleon figures really, with all the different heads.
Yeah. Who in the world would have ever thought you were going to get 2 Chameleon figures in 1 year from Hasbro?
That's kind of a strange thing you guys have been doing, though, who would have thought we'd be getting 2 Grim Reapers within about a year of each other? Why is it that there's so much parity between the characters we're getting in the two scales versus, if you like Grim Reaper, well, here's a 3 3/4 inch Grim Reaper, and making us wait for a 6 inch Grim Reaper or something?
Well, I think there's there's fans of both scales. So if you give something in 3 3/4 inch, the 6 inch fan community is like, what the, why don't I have that in 6 inch? Vice versa, you throw something in 6 inch, 3 3/4 inch gets bitter. So I think we're trying to find a nice balance between getting those characters out. I actually am not a fan intrinsically of bringing out the same characters in both scales at the same time. I like to have a little bit more spacing between them, and even more so, if we're going to do it, I like to make sure the costumes are very different from each other. These two, it was just kind of I don't have a good reason for why these happen in this way, especially those two odd characters. When characters like Grim Reaper tie so well into like an Ant-Man mythos with, as this Avengery Ant-Man villain, it made sense when we were trying to make an Ant-Man wave. We're like, well, this is someone we haven't got to yet, and he'd be great here, and we need someone here. And he's been done in 3 3/4 inch, but let's try to put one here too. So trying to find a balance for both worlds.
And yeah, and when you talk about the figures for Ant-Man Wave, just thank you for finishing the Wrecking Crew. From everybody who listens to our show, thank you for finishing the Wrecking Crew.
Well, you're very welcome.
With the 3 3/4 inch, two more questions. You said the $9.99 price point. It's been, pretty big news that Target raised their price on these figures to $12.99. Is that a Hasbro MSRP increase, or is the MSRP still $9.99 on that line?
I don't know what the Hasbro SRP is on that, but I do know that we don't have control over what the accounts ask for them. That's not something that we control. So what it is that because I don't work, it's not a line that I design myself. I'm not sure of those intricacies, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So
yeah, just want to ask about that. And then I was really excited to see Age of Ultron 3 3/4 inch figures coming in 2-packs to Toys R Us. You mentioned that in the presentation. Mm-hmm. You announced the 2-packs. Are there going to be more than that coming?
Yes, there's going to be some more of those coming. I don't remember what the final number is, but I just know in my head there's at least one more that's a definite pack coming for there as well.
And what kind of level of articulation are those going to have? Are they 5 POA? Are they kind of more like the Infinite series?
They're somewhere in between. They're nowhere like the 5-point. They're around, I would guess, around 9 points of articulation.
Okay, kind of like the old Avengers figures from the last movie?
Yes. A little more collector friendly.
And I'm not going to ask what if exclusives. You guys are always great. I overheard you talk about San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So my only question is, do I need to bring another giant suitcase again this year because of the freight for shipping some of those exclusives home?
Well, I can't speak for the rest of Hasbro, but we've got a couple pretty amazing things coming in for Marvel this year, but they should ship much easier than things in years past.
Hallelujah. I love the figures, but man, some of those oversized shipping costs from California.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
No, I'm not saying that the boxes aren't big, but they're a lot flatter this year. So you won't have any misshapen giant infinity gauntlets to try to figure out how to put in your carry-on.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Great showing. Very excited.
My pleasure. Nice seeing you again.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.